What's up guys, Minion Man here, and kind of an impromptu video on my end. Uh, Basically, I had this extra footage of Smash Ultimate lying around way before I finished unlocking everybody within the first week, and that was my progress at one point. And I was up late one night, and I wanted to unlock some extra characters. And I was like, why not, I'll record this bit. And I was trying to figure out what to use this footage for, so I'm just like, okay, you know what? In a second manner, I mean, who knows if this is going up before the other test, but I got this fancy new microphone. Well, I got a brand new microphone that... let me start over. I got a new headset as a Christmas present, which comes with a very nice microphone. I mean, it's much better than anything I've ever used, so to me it's very nice. But basically, I wanted to be able to test it out in a number of different ways. And so, well, not really different ways, I just wanted to test it in general. So I figured, I thought up of two tests, and one of them is this right here, where I just commentate over this bit of footage. But what I wanted to talk about was kind of my early impressions of Smash Ultimate so far. Because, I mean, at the time of recording it's December 29th. I originally wanted to record this a week after the game came out, so I wanted to record it around the time of the 14th or so. But the thing there is that, you know, a lot of things got in the way because the thing is, Smash came out on the Friday right before finals week for me. I mean, finals had already started that day. I had taken my first final before I went to go pick up the game. And, you know, I did the day one live stream like I wanted to. And besides that, what is it? You know, I knew that I wouldn't be able to touch this game very much in the coming days until I was done with all the finals. And I don't know how I did it, but I managed to keep myself back from playing too much because I wanted to focus on school. I wanted to do well, and I ended up passing all my classes at the very least, so it paid off. But basically, I wasn't able to play this game very much. And the way I handled it was that I played it on the Friday. Basically, all I played during the weekend was what I played during that stream, which I should get to uploading soon. I still have access to the VODs. I made them highlights, so I should be able to download them just fine. But anyway, I played that, and then I believe I recorded this Tuesday night? Tuesday or Wednesday night? One of those two. No, I think it was Monday night, actually. It was Monday night because was it? I don't even remember. Well, I recorded this one of those two nights early on. And so what I had done in order to unlock more characters was that I brought the Switch to school with me. Me and my group of friends, we got a study room that has a TV in it. And I mean, it's not like anyone was really using them for studying. There are much better places to study than those study rooms because they have TVs, and you know, everybody was playing Smash. There was this one group playing something else. I think they were playing some other fighting games on the PS4, but everyone else had Smash in that place. So we had a special room for me and my group of friends, and mostly they played while I studied and did other things. But you know, we were able to unlock a ton more characters there. That's how we ended up unlocking all the characters pretty much a few days before the patch that made it easier to unlock. Which, I mean, I guess Nintendo heard the message that a lot of people complain about it, but I mean, kind of behind the scenes here, I originally named this clip. It's not, like, this video recording thing. It's not that hard, guys. Keck. Because, I mean, it really isn't. I haven't really struggled that much. I mean, you'll see me lose to some in this video. But other than that, I lost... Well, a friend of mine, I think it was a friend of mine who lost to Jigglypuff. It was either Jigglypuff or Luigi, one of those two who they lost to. I lost to whoever I lost to here, and then we had a hard time getting Dr. Mario. Everyone else we got in our first try, even characters like DDD and Rob. I mean, Rob had a hilarious time doing it because, I mean, somehow he didn't die through it all, but my friend was the one unlocking Rob, and Rob was doing like all these like B-reverse, aerial cancel movements. At one point, when he was in hit stun, he just starts dash dancing. Like, the CPU just started doing the fastest dash dance you've ever seen in your life. And I have no idea how we won that in the end, but he pulled through. And then, other than that, it was Dr. Mario. Like, the last two characters we unlocked was Palutena and Dr. Mario. It took us 3 tries to get Dr. Mario, actually, because I think someone else did Dr. Mario and lost. I tried the next time, and I died to something dumb. Either that or I got gimped and SD'd. And then the third time we got him, and that was everybody. But, you know, in that time, I've been able to play the game slightly more. Because, you know, again, the reason why this and some other video series that I had in mind in relation to this game didn't come out a lot sooner was because once I was done with finals and all that, my family had planned a trip. And so with the family trip coming and packing and trying to relax and emailing professors, and it was this giant mess. I couldn't focus on the videos that much. And then by the time we came back, I was like, you know what, after the Christmas season settles and all that, I want to get a new microphone. And I figured, okay, why not? If I'm going to get a new microphone, I may as well wait to do these videos until I have a better quality mic, so that way I can make the videos the best that they can be. Even though for this video it wouldn't matter that much. I mean, I'm talking over it. The video is here to provide background noise. But what prevented me from doing more streams initially was, you know, because I would use my Apple earbuds for recording, because that was the best quality mic I had at the time. It was better than my 6-year-old Logitech headsets, which were $20 when I bought them, and they sound just about as good as $20 headsets from 6 or 7 years ago would sound. If you dare look back at any of my older videos, I use those headsets. So if you want a preview of that, go look at those. Although I would advise not to unless you really like cringe. But anyway, so... But especially for those other videos that I have planned, the first one at the very least should be coming out before New Year's. I wanted to get that one out sooner, but then I was like, no, let me wait for the mic. And then a bunch of other things happened in these past few days since Christmas, and it's been pretty busy. And other times I've just been lazy, I will admit. It's just been weird all around. But anyway, as for me with this game, I mean, of course I'm enjoying it so far. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's just trying to think of specifics. I hear people talking about the buffering system and how they miss input a lot. And I notice it a lot with the Street Fighter characters, where it feels kind of weird, but those characters are also kind of inherently different because of their input commands and all that to begin with. And plus they have that weird aspect to where you can cancel neutral attacks into special moves almost immediately. But I mean, I have a general idea of how the new buffering system works just from what I've played, because I'm pretty sure by this point I've played about a week's worth of the game because of finals and other crazy stuff. And I mean, I played a lot in the car rides because, you know, it was a car road trip that my family took, but that was mostly spent unlocking a ton of the challenges. Because I don't know, I just felt like, you know, if I'm going to play anything, I'm going to try to get all these challenges that I can in here, because I want to save Classic Mode and World of Light for the streams, which I'll be doing more of now because of the new microphone and all that. But besides that, what am I thinking of? Besides that, you know, I did challenges in the car ride. I played a little bit before bed, and I'm pretty sure I've played about a week's worth now. If you look at my clock, I have about 50 hours, but a lot of that is just being left on the menus. Probably about, I'll say 6 or 7 of those hours have just been left on the menus while I've been trying to sort out other things. Especially when it comes to those videos that I'll be releasing later. You know, I'll just give a preview right now. They're basically extensively detailed videos detailing the differences between the Echo Fighters and their original counterparts. So like Daisy versus Peach, Richter versus Simon, stuff like that. And I also want to do the semi-clones like Link, Toon Link, Young Link as time goes on. But, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Also, you may notice something's going on here with the character select screen. And all I have to assume is that my laptop really doesn't like it. Because, I made it no secret that my laptop is kind of a piece of crap. And that's why I've been trying to upgrade to get my PC very soon. But for some reason, the laptop doesn't like the character select screen. I've never seen this happen with any other game. But I don't know what it is. For some reason, it just freezes up on the character select screen, but it's not like it loses frames. It's not losing frames. It's not buffering or anything. It's just that it doesn't move. And I don't know why, but I know other people don't have this issue, and I'm pretty sure it's because my laptop is such an underpowered potato. And I'm pretty sure I've ranted about this before. It takes over 4 hours to render something that's 30 minutes long. Or maybe that's 20 minutes, actually. It's been forever. I mean, this video will be a good test of that. Anyway, since she's on screen right now, I guess we'll talk a bit about Bayonetta. But actually, what was I talking about before? Challenges, more streams, the video series. Well, the buffering. The buffering is what I was talking about. I noticed something was up where you could buffer inputs a lot earlier, and that's probably where the misinput complaints come from. But I need to look more into how that works in order to... I mean, my opinion is that it's fine. Right now, I haven't really played with that many people yet. I haven't played with other people that much, I should say. I've played in arena mode a little bit with some streams, some streamers that I like watching. But besides that, there hasn't really been much of an opportunity to play this with very many other people, except for those 3 or so days that I was at school during finals week. And besides that, when it comes to this game, I've mostly been playing by myself, doing challenges. Yeah. So anyway, back to Bayonetta. You know, you saw her. I just unlocked her right now. I'm kind of disappointed that, because I was switching languages just to mess around, I'm kind of disappointed that she doesn't have her Japanese voice. Unless I'm missing something. Because she doesn't have her Japanese voice in the Japanese mode, which I don't understand. Because she had a Japanese voice in Wii U. But either I was in the wrong mode, or maybe I'm missing something. Maybe this is Korean, and I just completely missed it. But I have no idea. Yeah, the controversial character of the Wii U days is back. And I don't know if, I mean, people still hate her, I guess, out of pettiness. Because she's way toned down here. Because the way I see her here is that she's still really good, but she's fair. Even though I myself, like, I wasn't that good with her at all because I didn't really play her much. Even though I voted for her. I didn't play her as much as, say, Lucina. But I think that's just the unfortunate timing of the Vulgar Lucina mod taking over my life. And me falling in love. Which, yes, people, I will make Vulgar Lucina when modding for Ultimate is widespread enough to be safe and possible. I will make it. It will come. But either way, when it comes to Bayonetta in this game, I did notice that she's slower. A lot of her moves don't come out as fast. Which, like I said, she's still really good, but she's fair now. But she's still a lot of fun for me to play as, because, I mean, I voted for her. I love her in her games. I love her games in general. Bayonetta 3 better show up within 2019 because, oh boy, I mean, just some info. If it comes out in 2019, even better, but I want info on that game, please. I want to see her hairstyle, especially. Just show me how she looks. And she still has one of the best final smashes. I can't even... Oh boy. I mean, seriously, she's just so cool. I mean, look at her. She's great. Honestly, though, I don't know, the Wii U days, I mean, I kind of voted for... Well, I mean, not kind of. I did vote for her. I wanted her to be in the game. So I guess you can come at my throat all you want for her being in the game if you're that petty. But, I don't care. I mean, I mean, that's kind of a poor choice of words, but... I mean, the context. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Ignore me. I'm being dumb. But anyway, I mean, I didn't really experience firsthand her struggles. I played against people who were good with her, I should say, but not really like the hate people have for her, which, again, I just assume is people not learning how to fight her. Because I'm no ESAM, but my SDI, I was able to escape her combos fairly, like, most of the time. Unless I was just having an off day or I was tired or I didn't care. But most of the time I was able to do it, and I knew what she was looking for. It helped that I kind of played her a little bit so that I knew what she does. But I don't know. I feel like people just over-complain a lot, and at least that crowd has died down a little bit with this game. You know, the whole, I don't want to learn and just let Sakurai nerf her, please, crowd isn't here anymore. Or at least they're not as loud, thankfully, because people are willing to learn this time. Although I've still seen them. They still exist, but they're quieter is the point. Also, in terms of unlocking characters, I actually really enjoy the challenge of trying to unlock them all. I think Rosalina here is the first one I lose to, actually, so you can see that firsthand. But, you know, I like how it's an actual fight to get to them, because the criteria is super easy, so the fighting needs to be a challenge, because in the previous games, except for Wii U, where there were only, like, 3 characters to unlock, but... And I guess Brawl, kind of, if you weren't doing subspace, but Melee especially. Melee, getting to the characters was the challenge. The fight were kind of easy. But, you know, the thing about Melee was the challenge was difficult, but the fights were easy. Here, the challenge to get to unlock them is simple. You know, either World of Light, which is the worst way of unlocking characters. Classic mode, which is pretty fun to do, because you get a new character every classic run you do. Or play a certain number of matches here in regular matches, and you'll get the chance every 10 minutes or so, or reset the game or whatever. And the fights are a challenge. And also, this little clip here was just me wanting to recreate how I unlocked Lucina, because you can't save the replays of these character unlocks for some reason. And this is one of the ones I wish we could have saved along with Rob, because I'm basically recreating how I killed Lucina here. You know, it was just basically down tilt Gimp into no remorse. Basically the exact same way. And that was right after, because the first Switch that people played on before I got there was one of my friends who had set up, but he needed to go to an exam in a few hours. Also, look guys, Sopo still has chain grabs, lol. But anyway, what was I saying? My friend had his Switch, and they were playing on his for a while. And him trying to unlock Lucina, and Lucina was just beasting on him. Like, literally just, like, this into that into this, and then she ended up spiking him at the end. And then meanwhile, when it was my turn to unlock Lucina, I'm just spiking her within, like, the first 30 seconds. So, I mean, classic mode in this game, I feel like on paper, it's the best that classic mode has ever been. I probably need to go back to Melee and judge how its classic mode was, because I remember Brawl kind of being a slightly lesser Melee classic mode, because I feel like Melee had themes to it at the very least, but not to the extent of this. Meanwhile, in Brawl, they were just kind of random themes. I mean, I completely forget. It's been a while since I played classic mode for both. And then Wii U. Nothing needs to be said about Wii U. I marathoned that whole thing. I'm sick of it. You can check out my thoughts in the 10-part video series. I'll probably put a link in the iCard up here if I remember to do that. If not, then it'll be at the end of this video. But classic mode, I feel like on paper is the best that this is the best classic mode in the series. And I don't know how I feel about the exclusion of other modes, but if they do like every game that they've done ever since Splatoon 1, where they add in free content along the way, like, I mean, even if you have to pay a couple of dollars to say get like, I don't know, if they do Smash Tour, not Smash Tour, a Smash Run from the 3DS, if they're like, oh, pay $8 and you get Smash Run in Smash Ultimate, I'd be totally fine with that, but you know, add in free stuff like the home run contest and maybe target tests again. You know, I'd be fine with that, because I don't know how I feel about them being gone. Because the way I kind of see how they worked on this game was, let's focus on everyone is here. You know, let's focus on all the characters and the fighting mechanics. That's priority number 1. Priority number 2 was Spirits / World of Light. And then Classic mode was number 3. And then priority number 4 was, let's see what else we can add. So stuff like a Century Smash and all that. Or Mob Smash, whatever it's called. Like, you know, 100-man Smash was in here, I'm pretty sure that wasn't that hard to implement. Them turning All-Star mode into a multi-man mode, I mean, after Smash Wii U and all of its characters, I can't imagine trying to do it here. Unless they gave you more healing items to balance it out, I feel like it would just be a slog, and it would be really, really hard because of how many characters there are. But I've only messed around in, I think it's Century Smash, where it's basically All-Star mode in multi-man melee form, but I think the amount of time I've spent in there is like maybe 3 minutes total, and that was for challenges. I mean, I messed around with it during the stream, I think, once, and then I spent about 2 other minutes in challenges just trying to get those done. Like, I'm pretty sure there was one that was, hey, spike an opponent. Just spike one opponent and then you can die. Like, you can just kill yourself and then you're done. As for spirits themselves, I spent a lot of time on the spirit board, actually, during the car ride. And trying to see what spirits pop up is pretty fun. Spirit events, though. I mean, the last one that I think I missed the first one, where they had characters with glasses. I missed that one. But I did the Fire Emblem one. I did Fire Emblem Part 1 because I wanted my Sita. Sita is best Fire Emblem girl, fight me. But I understand there's a bias there. I think I explained that story in the Martha and Lucina video for Smash Wii U. But, you know, I wanted that spirit. And I got some other spirits along the way that'll probably make World of Light a lot faster, a lot easier to go through. But, what else was I thinking of with spirits? I mean, I think it's fun enough. It's a fun distraction, but of course, Smash is the main thing you want to go to, but I was mostly focusing on challenges there. But when I wasn't focusing on challenges, I was trying to unlock more spirits, you know, just strong spirits in general for the challenges, but there was also trying to get the Fire Emblem spirits. Now, event-exclusive spirits. I don't think they've clarified if it's something like, because I don't have either Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee, but they at least clarified with those that both Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee spirits you will get at a later time. Like, they confirmed that those you will get at a later time. Like, everybody will be able to get them, but people who have save data for either one will get it early. Now, the Mario Party spirits that are going on right now, because that's an event going on at the time of this video, those have event-exclusive spirits, but I don't know if they've clarified that you'll be able to get those spirits, if you'll be able to get those spirits, like with the Pikachu and Eevee, if they'll give it to everyone eventually, or if you have to wait for that event to come back in order to get a chance to unlock them again, because that means that they're constantly adding more and more criteria to 100% the game, which, I mean, this is only really a problem for that specific crowd, like the completionist and myself and any other 100% completionists out there. When I say the completionist, I mean Gerard. But when it comes to event-exclusive spirits, I don't know how I feel about that, because they're constantly adding more and more things to collect. They're constantly increasing the number of spirits. And if you miss the event, like, what if you don't get the game for another few months or so? Oh, I missed those spirits, so it's either gotta wait until Nintendo distributes them for everybody, or wait until they do the event again. I'm not sure how they're handling that. And it's kind of worrisome, but, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but if you want to 100% the game, then it's a question that you ask yourself. What am I thinking of? Online? I haven't messed with online a lot. I've only messed with arena matches so far, and they've been pretty good to me. There have been some that have been laggy, but that's basically if one person has really poor internet. I'm using Wi-Fi right now for my Switch, but I will get a USB 3.0 Ethernet adapter eventually. I mean, eventually, I'd say, well, soon. Soon. I need to get a ton of small upgrades like that. I need to get an Ethernet adapter. I need to get HDMI splitters, USB extension cords. I mean, you know, just smaller things. And then, of course, the PC. But, you know, there's a lot of small upgrades that I need to get eventually. But, I don't know, next year will hopefully be the year of huge upgrades for me. And hopefully I'll be able to do more streams and more YouTube, especially with the new PC, invigorating me to do more videos because there will be less waiting time. I won't have to wait 4 to 5 hours for a half-hour video to render at 720p, because maybe I'll be able to do 1080p stuff, because, oh god, I can't even imagine trying to do 1080p on my laptop right now. The characters, I haven't messed with all of them yet. I'm pretty sure there are at least 20 or so characters that I haven't touched at all. Like Luigi, I don't think I've touched Luigi at all. Wolf I've touched. Falco I've touched once. I know there are plenty of characters that I haven't touched at all. I know that. And, you know, I'm the person who likes to play everyone. But at a serious level, of course, I have my mains. But, you know, when messing around or playing online or whatever, I like playing everybody. In terms of the new / quote-unquote new characters in this game, I'm really liking... Well, out of the newcomers, I like Inkling. I actually really like Incineroar. I learned to really like Incineroar in the past few days. I think last night, actually. Last night I was having a lot of fun with him. Who else? I mean, I think that's it off the top of my head. I'm still trying to get used to Ridley. And then of the returning veterans, Pichu is really fun to mess around with. Pichu, Wolf. I mean, Wolf I really liked in Brawl. So, of course, he's up there. And then in terms of anyone else, Snake, I'm learning. I messed around with him a bit, especially in PM. But, I know, Snake is fun, and who else? I feel like there's one more I'm missing, but I know the video's almost coming to an end, so... Other thoughts on the game? Single player feels a bit... What is it? Single player feels a lot more substantial than Wii U, even though it's less modes. But just because classic mode is different for every character, that does a lot for this game. Like, more than you would initially think, despite having a lot less modes. Because all that you really have is classic mode, main Smash, and World of Light / Spirits. Well, Spirits, I should just say. Forget World of Light, just Spirits in general. Those are basically the only 3 modes in this game, but somehow it feels more content-packed than Wii U. And I think the characters and stages have a lot to do with that. Like, I'm pretty sure half of the stages I haven't touched yet. I say maybe 20 characters I haven't touched yet. I know for sure there are like 60 of the stages that I haven't touched. Yeah, I mean, the game feels really fun. Just from me playing all the other Smash games, I have the basic fundamentals down, but there's still a lot about this specific game that I have to learn. Which, you know, I'm looking forward to learning. Hopefully I'll get better. Once I get to streaming and I finish Classic Mode and World of Light, I'll play online more, because then... I mean, I jumped to online immediately in Smash 4 because I got sick of single player so quickly. But here, it's just like, I want to finish all this first. I want to learn more about the game before I hop online. Even though I could probably do fine enough right now, but, you know, I want to finish that off first. I actually want to finish World of Light and do all the classic stuff. But that'll be saved for streams later down the road. Hopefully, starting very soon. But besides that, I mean, I can't really think of much else to talk about. I never thought I would be thankful for the Hannonbow stage, because, oh my god, the green screen effect that you can get on that stage is amazing. I've seen a lot of clips from Coney on Twitter. I mean, Coney is a Smash commentator. But, you know, his stream and the stuff he does with the green screen on that is hilarious. But it's also good for me for thumbnails, because I can just get character outlines that way. And it's great. Anything else having to do with this? I can't really think of much else. I mean, this is just a quick impromptu thing, me trying to get my thoughts down before the honeymoon phase completely fades away. But, you know, and I become a lot more critical of the game. And then here's where I learned a terrible truth about Ganondorf towards the end of this. But, here it is. Actually, right about here. I'm like, oh, you're mine. Say what? So, I mean, it still works, but 1, you can mash out of it, and 2, Ganon dies first, so really, you can't use it as a last stock gimme. Like, you have to be ahead in stocks to begin with, and they also have to not mash out, and they also not have to have an obscene recovery. But anyways, this is just basically a quick little thing I drew together, not really meant to be formal. I'm loving this game a lot. Hopefully I get to do a lot more content for this game in the future, and just be able to dedicate more time to YouTube finally, because I mean I've been doing this for like 6 years or so, 6 or 7 years that this channel has been around, and I haven't really put as much time into it as I would like. So hopefully I want to change that starting next year. 2018 is almost over, guys. It's a brand new life. It's a brand new year, brand new generation. Smash Ultimate is here. We can ditch the Wii U. And hopefully everyone is enjoying the game. If you got the game for Christmas, I hope you're enjoying it too. And I will see you guys later.